Good morning. My name's Rosemary Manners. I'm here for the Health Show, and I've got a very special guest with me today. Her name's Catherine Moore, and she's an expert sports physio. So we've got a fantastic show for you today. We're going to talk about 6 ways to stop your legs from feeling old. And you've heard it, I've heard it, I'm too old to do that, and I'm too old to do this. So we're going to look beyond age as your reason. So age doesn't become your reason. So we've got 6 great strategies to stop your legs from feeling old. And so I'd love you to take you through that so that you don't keep on using age as an excuse why you can't do the things that you want to do and live the best version of your life that's absolutely possible. So what do you think about that, Kath? Are you keen on that?
I am so excited. What is ahead of us? 6 tips. Amazing. I can't wait. Let's go.
Okay, so the first strategy is muscle mass. So a great muscle mass. Muscle mass is great for vitality, anti-aging, longevity. You want a really big muscle mass as much as you can so that muscles define your legs. And so the 2 strategies that I use for that is looking at how much protein you're eating each day. And you've heard me tell you before, the size of your palm, the thickness of your palm 3 times a day, or about 90 grams of protein a day. The second strategy is about resistance exercise. And maybe you can tell us a bit more about resistance exercise, Kat?
So what is muscle mass? Muscle mass is volume. We want a big muscle. Now, how do you create a big muscle? We've already heard protein, but we also hear about weight-bearing exercise. What's weight-bearing exercise? Putting one foot on the ground and pushing it hard on the ground again and again and again during the day. So what does that mean? Walking, jogging, anything that applies pressure on the bones, that will give you muscle mass. Now, the heart's beating when you exercise as well. So you've got the blood flow to the muscle, which is very important. So there we go. Good ways to build that muscle mass.
Okay, so we're looking at 6 ways to stop your legs from feeling old. And the first one we just explored is muscle mass. Well, we're up to the second one. So the second one, you want to look at your helpers. And the 3 helpers I'm thinking about today are magnesium, turmeric, and fish oil. Now, magnesium is what feeds the muscle. So for the muscle to contract, you need sodium, and for it to relax, you need magnesium. And most people have enough sodium. The sodium is the same as salt. You're salting your food either when you're cooking or on the table, or a lot of packaged foods have a lot of salt in, so not many people are low on sodium, but lots of people are low on magnesium. And there's some tips out there, some pointers. So if you get muscle cramps or muscle spasms, or you get sort of tired, achy legs, that's often a sign that you're low in magnesium. So think magnesium rather than age. If your legs are all crampy and a bit tired, add some magnesium. The second thing is turmeric. Turmeric is the most anti-inflammatory food that there is. So add some turmeric. You can get high strength tablets, you can get tonics or liquid, or you can use turmeric like a root for food. And the third one is fish oil. And I like fish oils as being the lubricant. Do you like fish oils? Kath, do you take fish oils?
Fish oils are magic. But just one more thing about magnesium. You don't necessarily just have to take it orally. You can rub it in. You've got your physio cream, you've got your magnesium creams, and you've got your Epsom salt baths. They are fantastic. That will help your magnesium be supplemented into your muscles.
Okay, so that's our second reason, our second great strategy to ways to stop your legs from feeling old. So we want young legs. That's what we're looking for. So the third thing we're going to think about is fear. So many people don't do what they wish to do or create the version of their life that they wish to because the fear, that primordial reflex, stops them from going ahead.
We call fear is an automatic response. It's a primitive reflex. Now, what happens? You go out and you see a high mountain that you want to ski down, and already you're fearing. So what do you do about this fear? What do you do about this fear about going to the gym? What do you do about this fear about running the city to surf? You take a deep breath. Big, deep breath. And let that automatic reflex just settle down. Because we don't want to make a mountain out of a molehill. We don't want to make this big drama around moving the body.
Well, it's recognizing fear is normal, really. Everybody has fear. It's not like you're the only one that's in fear. And often when you're in fear, you think you're the only one. But really, fear is there all the time.
Here down at the Snow, we've got the 8-year-old who gets fearful, and we get the 93-year-old that's fearful, but they fear forward. And they plough forward through that with the big, deep breathing.
So it's like feeling the fear, but doing it anyway, like going beyond the fear. And it takes practice. It's not something that you might sort of do straight away, but keep practicing, keep within it. Okay, so we've got 3 so far. Muscle mass, we're going to build our muscle mass. We're going to look at our little helpers, and we're going to experience fear, but we're not going to let that stop us from where we want to go. So here our legs are already feeling a little bit better now. So we're up to our 4th idea. So our 4th way of stopping our legs from feeling old is to be positive and have a lot of positive thoughts. So it's like adopting a growth mindset. So you're curious. So why are my legs feeling old? Is there something that I can do or something I can learn to get those legs moving like what I would imagine my legs should be moving, and not getting fixed on things. Like there's no yes or no or on or off or yeah or it's not going to work and that's it. It's being curious and growing and learning and working out with a lot of areas of your life how you can define growth and movement and increasing your journey.
So you have the fear initially, and then you've done your deep breath, and then the thoughts come in, and this is the frontal part of your brain that's working. This is the conscious part. We want that conscious part to be positive. Let's take our bodies and do what's good for them rather than using negative thoughts. Easy, huh? No, it's a habit. You've got to make it a habit. And what do they say about building habits?
Practice.
Repeating. And then it works really well. It just becomes automatic.
All right, so we're up to our 5th way for young legs, making our legs feel young, is moving your body. So that's what you're an expert on, is moving your body and making it a habit that you're moving your body every day. So we've got 24 hours in a day, 23 and a half. You can do whatever you want, but at least reserve half an hour for moving your body in some way or form.
So look, it can vary for every individual. This is what I love my job, because all day long I'm telling people to do some movement, whether it be exercise in the gym, whether it be walk your dog, whether it be swim when your kids are doing a swimming lesson, walk up the stairs at work. Whatever your life involves, you can laterally think outside the box, and you can work out how you can keep moving during the day. And you know what? It does become easy. You're thinking, finding options, because a lot of people come to me and say, I don't really have time to do that. I don't have the energy to do that. Well, let's just think beyond that and think special ways of, making it part of your day. Moving.
Okay, number 6, the last strategy we've got, although I've got something else up my sleeve, but the last strategy on our 6 ways to help your legs feel younger is to stretch regularly. So you want to stretch to increase your flexibility, to increase your strength, and do it throughout the day, finding ways in your movements as you're sitting in your seat, as you're walking down the street, to stretch those muscles. It activates the nervous system. It pulls, as Kath's already told us, it pulls blood into the muscles. It gets them working a little bit better. So having a little bit of a stretch throughout the day and having a little bit of a routine throughout the day will help your legs and help give it the strength and vitality.
So we've been talking about legs, haven't we, Rosemary? But in the end, stretching, let's involve the whole body. Now, Rosemary just inferred about the nervous system. How important. The nerves are the most important part of our body. The nervous system from the brain, the nervous system from the spinal cord, and all those nerves that web around our body. Let's keep them moving as well, because they're giving the messages to the muscle. Now, they'll specifically give the messages to those leg muscles that were feeling old. But now let's move the spine and move the muscles to glide those nerves and allow them to give happy messages to your muscles. And you know what? It'll be magic.
Okay, so you've got it now. 6 ways to stop your legs from feeling old, and looking beyond age as being your reason. So we'll just do a quick recap, and then I've got a bonus for you. So the first one is looking at muscle mass, making sure that you've got adequate muscle mass in your legs. The second one is make sure you've got your little helpers. Make sure you've got enough turmeric and fish oil and magnesium as part of what you do. The third one is looking at fear and don't letting fear hold you back. The fourth one is to be positive in your thought process and learning and growth and finding the ways to work your legs and to get your legs feeling a whole different way. The fifth one is moving your body and sort of making that a habit. And the sixth one is stretching. So making stretching part of what you do now, later, all the time, making stretching part of what you do. So I've just got one bonus idea for you, just to help you along, and so that your body's not feeling old at all, is to find somebody to inspire you. So it might be a superstar, it might be an athlete, it might be your best friend.
Physiotherapist.
It might be a physiotherapist. It might be a father. My 93-year-old father, who's down here, you've already noticed we're at the ski lodge, who's down here skiing up and down the slope. So find someone to inspire you. Find somebody to train with you. Find an event to keep you accountable. And that will give you the inspiration to keep on going, and your legs will never feel old.
No, you know what? It's great. Today I went down Accelerator, this massive mountain, and my legs were burning. And my thought process was, let's not be afraid. Let's do a deep breath and let's enjoy this burn. And when I got to the bottom, I was rewarded because it was just so much fun. So that's not an old leg at all. What about you? Did you have a good run today?
I had a wonderful run today. So enjoy your life and create the best version of your life that you possibly can. See you next week.